What would you be willing to sacrifice for the ones you love? Today, I bring you the story of Pedro, a young man who faced extraordinary challenges to save his sister, bring hope to his family, and change the fate of his town. It's a story of faith, sacrifice, and love that will make you ask yourself, how far would you go? Stay with me, because this story will not only move you but also make you reflect on the power of belief and giving everything for others. Let's begin. The Songteller. Stories inspired by Psalms. I pray to God. In a forgotten corner, among the mountains, lived Pedro, a young man who had learned that life could be as generous as it was cruel. His home was a small village struggling against a devastating drought. But in Pedro's heart, two worries kept him awake at night, saving his sister Ana, who was gravely ill, and protecting his family from misery. Every night, Pedro prayed fervently, asking God to grant him his deepest desires. For my family and their health. I pray to God. For my sister's smile and her life. I pray to God. But time was unforgiving. The drought didn't end, the crops died, and hope began to fade. Until one night, as Pedro prayed under the moonlight, something extraordinary happened. A luminous figure, a divine woman, appeared before him. The divine figure said,
Pedro, your faith is powerful. I will make a pact with you. If you perform 3 acts of sacrifice and selfless love, you will save your sister, bring rain to the village, and ensure prosperity for your family. Do you accept this challenge?
Without hesitation, Pedro accepted. He knew his love for his family was greater than any fear. The first trial was the most painful. Sofia, the love of his life, had to leave to take care of her family elsewhere. Pedro wanted to ask her to stay, but he knew her happiness was more important. With a broken heart, he gave her his blessing. For eternal love. I pray to God, he thought as the train departed. The second trial came in the form of an old man rejected by the community. Although his family had very few resources, Pedro took him into his home, shared the little food they had left, and gave him shelter. He treated him like a father, ignoring the criticism from those who said it was a waste of time and food. For those who suffer in solitude. I pray to God. The final trial was the hardest. Pedro offered the family's only water supply so the community could irrigate their fields. His mother cried, fearing for their survival, but Pedro trusted that the sacrifice would be worth it. For the lives of my loved ones. I pray to God. The miracle arrived. The rains returned, the fields turned green again, and against all odds, Ana began to recover. The community, inspired by Pedro's sacrifices, learned the true meaning of solidarity. Pedro realized that love and sacrifice are the greatest tests of faith and that the greatest rewards aren't always visible but always come. With a heart full of gratitude, Pedro repeated his words. For the day I die. I pray to God. For life, for faith. I pray to God. And you, do you think Pedro's sacrifices were worth it? How far would you go for the ones you love? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share this story with someone who needs a little inspiration. See you next time.